professor announced our classroom on the first day, room 302 of the Gosser Fine Arts Center. My stomach dropped before I even knew why. It was 1985, and I was a freshman at Campbellsville College in Kentucky. The Fine Arts Center was beautiful, a renovated old building on Lebanon Road that the college had acquired years earlier. But I knew it as something else. Rosary Hospital, where I was born in 1967. After class, I couldn't shake the feeling. I went to the library and pulled my birth certificate, then cross-referenced the old hospital floor plans. Room 302, the exact room where my mother had me. The same room where, according to records, 47 people had died between 1952 and 1969. Growing up in Campbellsville, we all knew that building was wrong. After the hospital closed in '69, kids would cut through the property heading to Adam's Grocery or Chick's for candy. We'd play on the old playground out back after church on Sundays, but never after dark. Because every night at dusk, a light would flicker on in one of the boarded-up rooms on the top floor. You'd see shadows moving behind the glass, distinct figures, pacing. The police checked it out dozens of times. The upper floors were completely sealed off. No one could get up there, but every night that light came on. Now here I was, taking art class in my birth room. The space felt off immediately, the light always too dim, the temperature never quite right. Cold in some corners, stuffy in others, and the shadows. You'd catch movement in your peripheral vision, a figure in the doorway. But when you turn, nothing. Everyone in class saw them. Worse was the pottery studio in the basement, in what used to be the morgue. Down there, you always felt watched, and you'd hear it, a baby crying, faint, distant, but unmistakable. That newborn wail that hits something primal in you. I asked around, other students heard it too. We compared notes in whispers, none of us wanting to say ghost out loud. Then one Thursday evening, working late, I finished a piece and turned off my pottery wheel. Unplugged it because the switch was unreliable. Left for the bathroom, 2 minutes. When I came back, the wheel was spinning at medium speed, water flinging off in droplets. The plug was still pulled from the wall. I grabbed my bag and left. Later I learned the stories went back decades. Even when it was still Rosary Hospital, people talked about the nuns who'd worked there, how after they died, you could still see them. Gray habits disappearing around corners, the soft click of rosary beads in empty rooms. The building's been renovated multiple times since. Campbellsville College became a university in 1996. The Gosser Fine Arts Center is state-of-the-art now, beautiful and modern. But the students with late classes will still tell you about the baby crying, about equipment that turns itself on, about the feeling of being watched by eyes you cannot see. I visited a few years ago for a reunion, walked through what used to be room 302, now a digital media lab. The light still felt wrong, and in the silence between humming computers I heard it, a baby crying, faint and far away. Maybe it was me echoing across time, or maybe Rosary Hospital is still there, layered beneath the paint and renovations, still caring for patients who never left. All I know is this, if you ever take a class in the Gosser Fine Arts Center, be respectful. You're sharing that space with more than just your classmates, and some of them have been there a lot longer than you have. I'll never forget the night my wife grabbed my arm so hard her nails drew blood, and I didn't even notice until we were safe. It was October 1993, and we were driving back from visiting my wife's aunt in northern Vermont. The plan was simple. Take Route 93 through the White Mountains of New Hampshire and be home before midnight. I'd driven that highway dozens of times during the day, winding roads carved through dense forest, beautiful in autumn. But I'd never taken it at night. That was my first mistake. We hit the most remote stretch around 10 p.m. You know the kind of road I'm talking about, where civilization just stops. No gas stations, no houses, no streetlights. Just your headlights punching a narrow tunnel through an ocean of darkness, with pine trees pressing in from both sides like they're trying to reclaim the asphalt. That's when my wife's hand clamped onto my forearm. I glanced over. Her head was down, eyes squeezed shut, and her lips were moving silently. At first I thought she was carsick. "Honey, you okay? Just drive." Her voice was barely a whisper. "Don't stop, don't slow down. Whatever you see, don't stop." "What do you, promise me? Promise me you won't stop." I'd never heard that tone in her voice before. Not fear exactly, more like absolute certainty about something terrible. "I promise," I said, and goosebumps crawled up my spine. She started praying, out loud now. Her grandmother's old prayers from childhood, the ones you say when you're truly afraid. My hands tightened on the wheel. I wanted to speed up to get us out of there, but the road was too dark, too twisting. I kept it at 45, maybe 50, my high beams barely giving me enough warning for the curves ahead. That's when I saw the figure. At first, it was just a shape at the edge of my headlights, someone walking on the shoulder, heading in the same direction we were driving. My rational mind tried to make sense of it, a hitchhiker, a broken-down driver, but something primitive in my brain was screaming that nothing about this was right. Who walks alone on a deserted mountain highway at night? I started praying too. As we got closer, my headlights illuminated her more clearly. It was a woman in a pale dress, or what used to be a woman. The figure was translucent. I could see the trees through her, and jutting from her chest, like some grotesque flagpole, was a massive tree branch. She wasn't walking so much as drifting. Her feet didn't quite touch the ground. I didn't brake, I didn't slow down. I kept my eyes forward and my foot steady on the gas, and we passed within 10 feet of her. Every hair on my body was standing up. My wife's prayers got louder. I drove for another 20 minutes in silence, hardly breathing, before I saw the lights of a rest stop ahead. I'd never been so grateful for fluorescent lights and vending machines in my life. There were 2 semis parked there. We wouldn't be alone. I pulled in and finally exhaled. My wife opened her eyes. Her face was sheet white. "Is it over?" she asked. Yeah, we're okay." I squeezed her hand. What did you see back there?" She was quiet for a long moment. Then there was a man, standing on my side of the road. He had no head, just a neck that ended in nothing, but he was waving at us, trying to get us to stop. She shuddered. When we got close, he started walking toward the car. My blood went cold. "I saw a woman," I said quietly, "on my side. She looked like something that had died in those woods. There was a branch through her chest." We stared at each other. 2 different apparitions, same stretch of road, same night. I bought us bad coffee from the vending machine, and we sat in that rest stop for an hour before I could bring myself to finish the drive home. We took the long way, added 90 minutes to the trip, but I didn't care. I've driven past that section of Route 93 exactly once since then, in broad daylight, with my wife refusing to come along. Even in the sunshine, that stretch of road felt wrong. Too quiet, too still, but at night, never again. Some roads aren't meant to be traveled after dark. And some things walking along the shoulder aren't looking for a ride. They're looking for company in whatever darkness claimed them. We gave them nothing but distance and prayers, and we never stopped. If you've ever driven a dark road alone, or walked empty halls at night, drop a comment. What's the creepiest place you've been? Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next true story that'll keep you up. Don't drive Route 93 after dark, and sweet dreams.